Numula.
Masa talangay na bunwa, ikumpuna versa na ministry na ilawala ko ba turanga ni sa himamibia medamute yan ni man
Sa ating komisyon, nakamuna sa Demonua.
To the Honorable Ministers, the Permanent Secretaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to be here with you this afternoon at Walu Bay as we gather together to mark a great maritime milestone for Fiji, the commissioning of the MLC Veivueti. And we know, we are also here for the official opening of a new home for the Department of Government Shipping Services. As we stand here today on the shores of this hub of business and a hive of maritime activity, we can see physical proof of the incredible progress that has been achieved under my government's economic stewardship. By any means or measure, from land to sea, we have witnessed modernization and growth unlike anything Fiji has ever seen. As ships sail into Suva Harbor today, they bring with them undeniable signs of progress. They are bringing a greater variety of goods, they are bringing a greater number of tourists, and they are bringing both growth and competition that puts money in the pockets of ordinary Fijians. First, I'd like to turn our attention to the newly constructed office and warehouse building that will house the Department of Government Shipping Services. At a total cost of $3.6 million, this new facility is evidence of my government's continued commitment to investing in Fiji's infrastructure and to markedly improving the workplace conditions of all government employees. The previous structure, built back in 1982, had deteriorated to a state where equipment and cargo could not be safely stored. Realizing this, we worked to bring the office and warehouse up to par with the rest of the Fijian economy. Standing here today, we can see that this goal has clearly been accomplished. This new facility will house GSS staff and provide a conducive environment to enable them to provide government shipping services with renewed vigor. I also have the great pleasure of commissioning the new MLC Veivueti, which is a great maritime milestone for Fiji. This is a vessel that is much more than just a ship. It will operate as a floating mobile hospital, the first of its kind in Fiji. At a cost of nearly $8 million, the Veivueti is a 46-meter landing craft that was specifically designed and built to provide both primary and secondary medical services and rapid response to emergencies. It is this duty of care that inspired her name, Veivueti. In Tauke means to help someone in time of need. And the capacity of the ship enables it to bring that help by the ton. To be precise, it can hold and provide 200 tons of supplies to an area in need, or up to 300 tons of clean water to a drought-stricken island. The Veivueti will be unlike any resource we've had at our disposal here in Fiji. It will house separate rooms for operations, minor procedures, consultations, and recovery. It is specially equipped and designed to accommodate 18 crew members, including a full team of medical professionals who can carry out emergency surgeries, take x-rays, screen for pulmonary tuberculosis, perform urgent dental procedures, and more. The ship is equipped with state-of-the-art tools like ventilator machines and medical lasers to treat serious eye complications. MLC Veivueti can be quickly deployed to arrive and host an emergency procedure. Further still, the vessel will be utilized for public health programs and outreach, including health screenings, school visitations, and education. The Veivueti will also be an invaluable tool for the medical training of healthcare workers in some of Fiji's most remote islands. All said, MLC Veivueti is a ship. It is a medical facility, and it is, once again, a promise fulfilled by my government. This vessel will be constantly moving. Its current schedule consists of 10 week-long trips through which over 10,000 patients from the far reaches of Fiji are expected to be treated annually. Ladies and gentlemen, this ship is quite simply going to save Fijian lives. For that alone, this is an occasion worth celebrating. As we mark another historic milestone, another first for Fiji, you know that election is coming around the corner. We now just have to wait and see what desperate critiques the opposition musters up to belittle these accomplishments. You can flip a coin, whether spend too much or too little, or perhaps they'll make another empty and totally unobtainable promise. In line with the steady stream of empty promises and flat-out lies of SODELPA and NFP, perhaps they'll now vow to build the world's fastest mobile hospital, which will provide miracle cures. For those supporters of SODELPA and NFP are not guided by realism. SODELPA and NFP are driven by principle. SODELPA and NFP are driven by desperate attempts to remain relevant in an economy where all of their accusations and critics have been proven wrong. You read today's Fiji Sun, it will tell you one of those instances. They now resort to one strategy and one strategy alone. Throw whatever they can at the wall and see what sticks. Unfortunately for them, nothing is sticking. The Fijian people know better. Fijians have seen that my government promises are ambitious and they are groundbreaking. But most importantly, Fijians have seen my government's promises fulfilled. If the economy was a ship, I have proven the ability to steer it through choppy waters and stay on course to arrive at a more prosperous future. The current head of SODELPA has been at the helm of this ship before, and he quickly sank it to the bottom of the Pacific. The current head of NFP has never steered a ship and does not have the capacity to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, we already anticipate this. We already anticipate that the Veivueti will be in high demand all across Fiji. And as we are dealing with more frequent and stronger severe weather events due to climate change, we unfortunately expect the need for rapid maritime medical response to only rise. That's why my government is taking action now and prudently planning ahead so that when the next disaster inevitably strikes, we will be better equipped than ever to help Fijians in need, wherever they reside. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank all of those who were involved in making this project happen. From concept to delivery, watching the MLC Veivueti come to life and officially be put into commission was a process that required the hard work and collaboration of many different parties across different nations. Thank you to United Ship Design and to the shipbuilder, Eastern Marine Shipyard of Cebu, Malaysia. I would also like to acknowledge the assistance of the Malaysian Navy for the protection of the Veivueti through non-pirate waters, assuring a safe delivery here at his new home here in Fiji. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to commission the MLC Veivueti and officially open the new Government Shipping Services Office and Warehouse Complex. We now will thank you. God bless you all. This is a hospital.
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
So you're in the section which is the clinic. So we have 2 consulting rooms.
and the waiting room. So in case that we need to convert this into a full surgical, this becomes recovery. So we can have 6 beds altogether. In cases of disaster, we can convert this into a ward. So we have 6 beds to look after patients. So similar as to what happened in Coral, we can change this.
Automatically change, eh?
Yes, so it's more like a hybrid.
So you and the nurses here full time?
No, they are from CWM. So whenever there's a trip, we will have the team prepare depending on what
So
services.
you go on the trip?
Yes, we go on the trip. We have a briefing and we prepare till we get to where we go to the destination.
They have to.
Hola, hola.
No volume.
I want to see the customer.
Oh, very nice, man.
Kau nak SIM itu, kalau dah buat macam
Jalan. Hah? Bincang? Ini lain lebih? Ra? Ibu baju ini? Nah, turun talak. Nah, kak. 14.